Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how's your day? My name is Nauli Rachma Fauzi Simanjuntak. I'm from class 2C. My student's number is 3322012. Today, I'm making a video to show you the results of my studying to complete the third assignment of active listening skill. The third assignment contains 3 parts. Part 1, we need to complete the text about a lecturer talk to the students in the first day of class. Part 2, we need to answer the questions from the text that talk about homelessness. And part 3, we need to complete the conversation between Roy and Nancy talk about money matters. Let's begin. Part 1, complete this text. Teacher. Okay, let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Carl Robert and I'll be your teacher for this class, Intercultural Communication 311. To begin with, please look at the syllabus in front of you. You should all have one by now, I think. This class meets on Tuesday and Thursday from 3:15 to 4:50. We will be meeting in this room for the first half of the course, but we will be using the research lab every other week on Thursday in room 405 during the last 2 months of the class. This is the text for the class, Beyond Language. Unfortunately, the book haven't come in yet, but I was told that you should be able to buy them at the bookstore the day after tomorrow. Again, as you see on your course outline, grading is determined by your work on a midterm and final test, periodic quizzes, a research project, and classroom participation. My office hours are from 1 to 2 on Wednesdays, and you can set up an appointment to meet with me at other times as well. Okay, let me explain a little bit more about the class and its objective. Part 2, answer these questions below. Number 1, describe the condition of homeless in USA. The answer, the United States has a vast gap in homelessness. Number 1, over 500,000 people being homeless, with about a third of those being children. Number 2, 1 in 5 people suffer from mental health issues. Number 3, about half of women who are homeless have been victims of domestic abuse. Number 4, around a quarter of the homeless are employed, but their cost of living is often more than their means and current income. Number 2, what is the effect of the women who are homeless? The answer, about half of women who are homeless have been the victims of domestic abuse. Number 3, based on the audio, how that person has a real compassion for others. The answer, when we like helping and being kind to the other people. Number 4, mention and explain the facts of homeless. The answer, some reasons why people live on the street or in homeless shelters can include a loss of employment, a traumatic event such as natural disaster and substance abuse, and the list goes on and on. Number 5, retell that audio using your own words. Homelessness. Homelessness is a global concern, but is often overlooked. People often come up with overly simplistic reasons for living in homeless shelters, which can include loss of employment, a natural disaster, and substance abuse. These issues can limit our ability to have real compassion for others. There is a significant homelessness problem in the US. First, there are more than 500,000 homeless people, with nearly a third of them being children. Second, 1 in 5 people suffer from mental health issues. Third, over half of women who are homeless have experienced domestic violence. Fourth, although about a quarter of those who are homeless work, their cost of living often exceeds their means and available cash. The speaker shared his experience. The speaker's wife invited a homeless man to join them for dinner, and the man expressed his hopes and dreams. After the meal, they went home, not knowing if he had home to return to. This experience highlights the speaker's point of providing help to those in need. People may feel uncomfortable in helping the homeless, but there are ways to help them. The story is about how we can make a small difference in the small acts of generosity we do each day. We should not show how great we were for helping the man, as many other people serve humbly and anonymously. Despite this, we should strive to be compassionate and kind, even when we haven't been as generous. Part 3, complete this dialogue. Could I borrow a few bucks until payday? I'm a little strapped for cash. Oh yeah, I guess, but I'm pinching pennies myself, and you still owe me $20 from last week. And Mom and your friend Ron said that you borrowed money from them this past week. And how are things going anyway? Well, not very well. To be honest, I'm really in a hole and I can't seem to make ends meet these days. What do you mean? I thought you landed a great job recently, so you must be loaded. Well, I do have a job, but I have used my credit cards to pay off a lot of things recently, but now I can't seem to pay the money off. Ugh. Do you have a budget? I mean, how do you keep track of your income and expenses? Well, when my money runs out, I come to you, of course. No, but I guess I should have some financial plan. Well, let's see if I can help you. How much money do you spend on your apartment? I pay $890 on rent for the studio apartment downtown, not including utilities and cable TV, but the place has an awesome view of the city. Uh, $890? Why are you paying through the nose for such a small place when you could find a cheaper one somewhere outside of the downtown area? Yeah, I guess. Okay, how much money do you spend on food a month? Well, I'm not really sure. I think I spent around $600. Well, I got to eat at least 4 times a week, so the expense add up. I just don't enjoy eating alone and I don't have a knack for cooking like you do. Well, I can understand that, but perhaps you ought to buy some microwavable meals so you could just prepare at home. Well, I guess I could. And entertainment? Well, I spend a few dollars here and there on basketball and movie tickets, a concert or two, and ballroom dance lessons. Oh, exactly how much do you spend on all of this? Just a few dollars? Well, oh, about $400 or so. Or so. No wonder you're having money problems. You just can't blow your money on things like that. And what about transportation? Well, I commute to work every day in my new sport car. But I got a great deal and my monthly payments are only $450 a month. Come outside and take a look. We can go for a spin. No, I've heard enough. You've got to curb your spending or you'll end up broke. I suggest you get rid of your credit cards, cut back on your apartment expenses, and sell your car. Take public transportation from now on. Sell my car? I can date without a car. What am I gonna say? Could you meet me downtown at the bus stop at 7? Come on. And you need to create a budget for yourself and stick to it and start with paying off your bills. Starting with me. You owe me a $50. $50? Wait, I only borrowed $20 from you last week. How did you come up with $50? Financial consulting fees? My advice is at least worth $30. It's set to inform you that we are at the end of our today's video. Hope you guys understand my explanation. See you at the next assignment. Goodbye.